Hey everyone, I'm JP and this is Good Talk HQ. Before we dive into the deals today, I guess we should talk a little bit about the Switch Direct and all of the delays and the pricing and all of this kind of stuff. Now, it has been kind of an emotional roller coaster. I was really hyped and excited the day of the Direct, but then after watching and diving into the pricing and all of the hidden things that they didn't really, show full transparency for, I am a bit worried that they may have priced themselves out of the budgets for most families. And I was feeling that way before the delays and now potential price hikes that they're now talking about. So anyway, I'm just curious what everyone thinks. Are you planning to pick one up? Did they price it way too high? Do you feel like it's fair? What about the games, the pricing, and all that kind of stuff? It's kind of a shame because Nintendo has been riding this incredible wave, and I am worried that this is going to price people out of being able to even pick one up, at least for a while until that price comes down. Anyway, with all of that out of the way, today we're focusing on games under $2 and at all-time lows. I hope you enjoy the video. I hope I can help you find something cool to pick up. And with that, we'll dive in. Alright, and we'll kick it off with Blood Will Be Spilled, which is a hand-drawn, narrative-driven tactical shooter set in a gritty Wild West world inhabited by insects. You play as Jack, a mosquito bounty hunter, using cover-based combat and turn-based mechanics to outsmart your enemies. It has a unique visual style, great voice acting, and a revenge-driven story that should last more than 15 hours to wrap up. Right now you can pick it up for just $1.99. Up next is Bot Vice, which is a fast-paced, single-screen arcade shooter where you fend off waves of enemies with twitch reflexes and quick thinking. It's all about rapid-fire action and bullet dodging, with over-the-top bosses and explosive visuals. The game is pretty difficult and it does ramp up very fast, and it should offer more than 5 hours of gameplay from the pickup. If you're a fan of old-school shooters like this, definitely check it out. It's just $1.99. Feudal Alloy is a Metroidvania where we play as a fish-controlled medieval robot. The game features hand-drawn visuals, real-time combat, and RPG elements like gear upgrades and skill trees. The setting is unique, and while the combat can feel a little bit clunky at times, the charm and exploration do keep it fun and engaging. You can expect around 8 to 10 hours of gameplay from the pickup, and right now it's just $1.99. Moonrise Fall is a moody, atmospheric puzzle adventure game where you explore a strange forest after a tragic loss. The game is filled with light puzzle solving, hidden object elements, and mysterious lore. It's more about the exploration and ambiance than the action, with the focus being investigating clues and taking pictures that you can use to help solve the story. It's great for fans of a relaxing, emotionally driven indie game, and right now it's just $1.99. Moon Raider is a 2D action platformer inspired by retro classics like Mega Man. It features fast-paced shooting, wall jumping, and a neon-soaked sci-fi world. You'll blast through enemies, dodge hazards, and upgrade your character across 10 handcrafted levels. Now, the game only offers about 3 to 4 hours of gameplay, but it is incredibly fun, and you can pick it up if you own any of the other Dragus Games titles. You can pick it up for just 49 cents. So definitely check the eShop and see if you qualify for the special discounted price. Otherwise, the game is $1.99. Oh, and you can join a friend in local co-op. Reknum DX is an upgraded version of the original classic, where we play as Cherry on her first mission. Now, the game is definitely a retro 8-bit style platformer. It pays homage to NES era games, complete with tight jumps, limited lives, and tough enemies. Now, with the level of challenge, it's really not for the faint of heart. It's got that old school difficulty, but if you are a fan of that, it'll definitely fit well into your library, and right now it is just $1.99. Up next is Sword of the Vagrant, which is a beautifully handcrafted 2D action RPG with fluid combat and deep gear progression. You play as Vivian, a mercenary battling through a dark fantasy world full of monsters, loot, and secrets. The controls are responsive, the gameplay is satisfying, and you do have a good bit of customization as well. Now, it should offer more than 10 hours of gameplay, and right now it's just $1.99. Next is Swords and Bones 2, which is a pixel art hack-and-slash platformer with simple controls and satisfying combat. The game was inspired by classic arcade games. It's all about quick action, enemy variety, and short levels that you can run through in quick bursts. Now the game is not too punishing, but it does reward careful timing and aggressive play, and it can pose a bit of a challenge by the end. Right now, it is just $1.99. Atone Heart of the Elder Tree is a hand-drawn narrative adventure blending exploration with puzzles and rhythm-based combat. You guide Estra, a warrior seeking the truth behind her father's death, through a beautifully crafted world filled with lore and tough choices. The rhythm-based battles are unique, requiring precision and timing, but the game allows for difficulty adjustments to cater to all players. It's really more about the story and atmosphere than the challenge, making it a great choice for those who love emotional, story-driven games, and again, right now it is at an all-time low. Beholgar is a retro-inspired Metroidvania that throws players into a dark fantasy world filled with monsters, traps, and secrets. You control a barbarian warrior, battling through handcrafted levels, collecting power-ups, and uncovering hidden paths. The combat is tough, with tight platforming and punishing enemies that require skillful play to overcome. It's a great choice for those who love classic-style action platformers with a steep but fair difficulty curve. Right now it's at an all-time low. Dungeons of Dreadrock is a cleverly designed puzzle adventure game with dungeon crawling elements. Players navigate 100 handcrafted levels, solving environmental puzzles, avoiding traps, and outsmarting enemies in real-time encounters. Now, while the early floors are approachable, the challenge gradually increases, requiring sharp thinking and quick reflexes by the end. With bite-sized levels and a nostalgic yet modern feel, it's a great pick for puzzle and adventure fans alike, and right now it is at an all-time low. Goblin Sword is a retro-style action platformer with light RPG elements added in. It delivers satisfying 2D combat and exploration across beautifully pixelated levels. You'll be able to upgrade weapons and collect loot, and battle bosses while uncovering secrets. The difficulty is approachable, making it a great pick for casual platforming fans, though completionists will find a challenge in collecting everything. It is a simple yet addictive experience for fans of classic side-scrolling action games, and right now it's at an all-time low. The Last Campfire is a heartfelt puzzle adventure game from the creators of No Man's Sky. It follows a lost ember searching for purpose in a beautifully crafted world. The game features clever environmental puzzles, emotional storytelling, and a calm yet mysterious atmosphere. The difficulty isn't too bad, and the puzzles are engaging without really becoming frustrating, making it a great pick for fans of games like Rime or Inside. Right now you can grab it up at an all-time low. Polyroll is a love letter to classic Sega-era platformers. It plays a lot like a mix of Sonic the Hedgehog and Kirby, featuring fast-paced movement, rolling attacks, and a colorful pixel art world. With over 30 different levels, creative boss battles, and hidden secrets, the game offers a nostalgic and fresh experience. The difficulty is, I would say, middle of the road to maybe a little more challenging, enough to keep platforming fans engaged, but accessible to those who enjoy retro-inspired indie games and maybe aren't quite as good at them. Either way, right now, it is at an all-time low. Up next is Hotel Hustle, which is a time management puzzle game where you run a bustling hotel, catering to guests' needs while keeping everything running smoothly. You'll juggle room assignments, food service, and special requests while racing against the clock. The game requires strategic planning to maximize efficiency, and its lighthearted tone makes for an engaging yet relaxing experience. Right now, it is at an all-time low. Karma Knight is a stylish, fast-paced action platformer featuring intense swordplay. The game blends hack-and-slash combat with intricate platforming and puzzle solving. It has tight controls, which is important because the game emphasizes speed and precision. The anime-inspired visuals and fast-paced battles make this a solid choice for fans of games like Hollow Knight or Dead Cells, and right now it's at an all-time low. Next is Red Wings American Aces, which is an aerial combat game inspired by World War I dogfights. The game puts players in the cockpit of classic warplanes and offers a variety of missions, online multiplayer dogfights, and local co-op modes. All of this combined makes it a fun arcade shooter with fast-paced aerial battles, accessible controls, and stylish comic book visuals. It's definitely a great game to pick up, and it is at an all-time low. Alright everyone, and here are some other deals to check out while you're already on the eShop. All right, everyone, that's going to wrap up the video. Thank you as always for hanging out. If you enjoyed yourself, remember to do all the YouTube stuff and blah, blah, blah. And with that, I will catch you on the next episode.